Hello everyone. So today we'll continue discussing about function, but this time we will be talking about function with pass by value parameter. Okay, last time we discussed the implementation about function with return value. So this was the last activity we had. Okay, we are going to implement or do some tweak on this code in such a way that it will be implemented using function with pass by value parameter. So as you can see here in the function name here, there is no actual parameter mentioned here because we're using the function with return value only. And so with the product. So this time we're going to put actual parameter that pass a value to it and then do some task, some calculation like getting the sum and then return back the answer. Okay, so this time we are going to pass the value of the two numbers to the function. So we are going to transfer this one in the main function. Okay, that's it. So the two numbers will be invoked in the main, and then the values of num1 and 2 will be passed to the function somewhere here, and then a sort of calculation will happen within the function, and then the result will be returned to the main function. So that is what we are going to do. And that is how the pass by value parameter works. Now, so since there is a passing of values here, there is passing of values happened here, so there should be an actual parameters which will be declared in the function. Now, first thing to note is this. You have to take note of the type of or the data type of the parameter that is going to be passed here. If you're passing a value or if you're passing an integer value, then the actual identifier or actual parameter that will receive that value would also have the same data type. Okay? And another one is do not use the same identifier that you pass to the function. Like for instance, we pass here the value of num1. Therefore, num1 should not be placed somewhere here or should not be declared somewhere here. Then we have to use another identifier, but with the same data type. For instance, we have int x. So this will receive the value from the main function for the first number or num1. And then the other one is int y, which is for the second value. Okay? Now, since another one here is, since we're using the actual parameter x and y for which stands the two values num1 and num2. Therefore, we have to replace here x. Num1 should no longer be, num1 will be replaced by x, and num2 will be replaced by y. And of course, it follows the formula x and then y. And don't forget also the word return, since we are going to pass or return the value to the main function. Okay? Again, the value is asked here, num1. Say for instance, For instance, the user input 5. So the 5 will be passed to the add, since the first function that is being invoked somewhere here is add, then it has to be mentioned first, or processed first. Now, we have lacking here. I forgot to mention that since we are going to pass, since this is a pass by value parameter, then we also have to write, I mean, we also have to, in the main, in the function sub function add, we also have to specify the parameter that is going to be passed to the function add. So since we pass the value of num1 here, then we write num1 and num2. Okay? So if the value of num1 is let's say if the value of num1 entered by the user is 5, and then the other one is 10, so it means to say that this is 5 and this is 10. So therefore, num1, since the receiving variable for num1 is x, therefore x is 5, and the y here is also like, so this is x is 5, and the y is, let's say the y here is 10. Okay, so this is the receiving parameter. So whatever is the value of num1 will be passed to x, and whatever the value for num2 will be passed to y, and that will be calculated somewhere within the function, and the value or the result will be returned to the main function. So that's it. Okay, so again, I would like to recall or repeat that in the function with pass by value parameter, the function, in calling the function, you have to specify the parameter that is going to be passed to the sub function. Okay, so we have here num1 and num2. Okay, let's try to, and so with the prod function, you have to specify the parameter that is going to be passed to the next function or prod function. So it's num2, and then return the value somewhere here. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's it. So I would like to put some space here so that it would not be very confusing. Okay. So since we have in the add function, we have int x and y, we also have to put here int x and y. Again, I would like to reiterate that whatever is the data type of the parameter that is going to pass here would be the same, the actual parameter will also have the same data type. Just like here, integer, and then the x would be integer, and also with the y. And we will replace this one with x and y. Okay, so let's try. And then we also have here x and y. Let's try to check if there is no error. Oh, there's an error somewhere in the x redeclared of the symbol. Okay, for a while. Okay, so the error was redeclared, so I guess we don't have to declare this one. I forgot. Let's try. So this is in sum. And so with the other function, the error was a redeclaration of x and y also. Let's try to check. Okay, scanf num1. Num1 is undeclared in the first function. Where is that num1? Oh, sorry. I forgot here. This one. It should not be here. I forgot to delete this one. Okay, that's it. Let us try. Num1 again. Oh, okay. So I gotcha. So we have to add also num1. We deleted the num1 declaration here. Okay. So expected printf. Let's continue debugging. So we have here parentheses. Okay, hopefully there will be no error. Okay, that's it. It's working now. Let's have 10 and then 10. So we will be expecting a sum of 20 and a product of 100. Okay, so that's it. So our function using the function with pass by value parameter is working. So I would like to recap. First is we have to we'll no longer use the void. We have to write the data type and then specify the actual parameter that receives the value that is passed from the main function here, but the actual parameter should not be the same name or same name with the variables in the main function, just like num1. The receiver is x with the same data type also. And also we have to return the value, the result, to the main function here. And whatever variables that are used here in the main function must also be declared, just like num1 and num2. Okay, that's it. So num1 is passed to the add, which the actual parameter that receives the value is x. The num2 is passed to the add also, using the y parameter, and then here you will declare the sum to store the result or the sum of x and y, and then return the sum to the main function. Same thing would happen in the function prod here. Okay, so that's how the function with pass by value parameter is implemented.